not to laugh with what this kid is doing. Roman reigning in Baltimore. Little Selly over at first base with a turbulent airplane. Why not? One pitch and a base runner for the Red Sox.
You know, the patience has been great for him, but he is getting much more aggressive with pitches in the zone, and he's not missing. He's 4-game hit streak now, 6 for his last 13.
And here now is Alex Bregman against Povich, who's on the mound, 2-7 for this left-hander with a 5.13 ERA. Red Sox all over him, and a ground ball up the middle should be 2. Henderson to second for 1. Over to first, double play. Well, Bregman's frustrations continue. I mean, he's had a nice road trip, but Baltimore has not been that kind to him. That was a loud and hard ground ball, but immediately a twin killer.
Yeah, he hasn't been as aggressive on fastballs lately, so I like him jumping on that fastball right there and hitting it hard. Unfortunately, it was hard on the ground right at Gunnar Henderson. Taylor made double play.
5th career start for Povich against the Red Sox. 4.43 ERA against them. Here's Trevor Story, who takes a strike on the inside corner. A little curveball, and it's 0-1. Umpires rotate around today on this glorious Thursday afternoon. 0-1. Trevor drives one high and deep into left field. This thing is back into the cutout. It is gone! Over the wall in deep left field. TS10 says bye-bye, and the Red Sox in the first lead it 1-0.
Oh, man, he just keeps rolling. You know, we keep talking about Trevor Story, how good it is to just have him out there every day, have him healthy. We're talking about comeback player of the year. That's what he's going to have a plaque in his house after this season. He has been unreal.
22 homers and 84 driven in. How big is the double play ball now? Here's Romy. Red Sox, for the 3rd time in the series, score in the first as Romy bounces one up the middle. Henderson, the shortstop, to his left. He's there to make the play. It was quick, but it was effective. The Red Sox get a run on a couple of hits. Garrett Crochet has got a lead, 1-0. Bottom 1 in Baltimore after this. On the outside corner, he is defiantly throwing that fastball with a first pitch every start. It's 0-1 to Holiday. Left on left, the pitch just outside with a sinking fastball, and it's 1-1.
Up Cade Povich, 5-pitch inning. There were 3 first-pitch swings and an 0-1 homer. 3 balls hit over 100 miles an hour.
Quick and damage done. 1-1. From Crochet, swing and a miss, elevated fastball, cutter actually there, and it's 1-2. So Crochet, 14-5 with a 2.38 ERA. I think he's very much head-to-head with Skubal for the American League Cy Young. He's got a chance at the pitching triple crown.
Yeah.
this year. A win today would be his 15th. Here's the 1-2, and it is skied down the left field line, slicing foul. So the play.
6 strikeouts today would leapfrog Skubal for the lead in strikeouts. So he trails Skubal by just 1/10 of a run for the lead in AL ERA also.
Second in strikeouts with 207. 1-2, skied to left field. Coming on is Yastinson Garcia over to his right. He's there to make the play. And there's one down. By the way, we started right on time at 1:05. It's 73 perfect degrees. Time and temp brought to you by Hatfield. Better care and better port. So second in strikeouts, second in innings pitched, tied for second in wins, and the 4th best ERA. Amazing. He's just been fantastic. And if you asked him, I bet you that the innings number is the one he's most proud of. One out, here's Jeremiah Jackson, right-hander, fouls it straight back. Sometimes that's your best chance. You know heater's coming. First pitch, and Jackson fouled it.
Totally. Sell out, cut the plate in half, look in, because that fastball, your first time through the lineup, he's coming right after you.
1-1. A little bit outside with a changeup. The first he's thrown, and it's 1-1. The leader in innings pitched in the American League, 166 and a third innings. The 1-1 is a liner foul outside of first. Sinker, 97. He's heated up early.
Yeah, I've noticed that. If someone goes up there hacking on his fastball first pitch, he generally will go off speed and then sinker away. Because if you are cutting the plate in half and looking in, you're not going to get to the sinker. You're going to cue it just like that.
He's been ridiculous in day games. The 1-2 is just outside with a sweeper. So he was not aware of this, but in day games, a 1.87 ERA. That's 17 runs in 82 innings. 13 day games this season. It's just lined up for him that way. 2-2, the pitch is fouled off. He's pitched a lot of series finales lately, which is just more coincidence than anything, but what a luxury to have him to try to punctuate a set. It's a good job, actually, by Jackson to stay alive. That thing dove to the bottom of the zone.
Give him the old number 1 up in the zone right here.
2-2. You don't have to tell him twice. The pitch is ripped into right field. That's a base hit. It was a fastball toward the gap. Over to his left is Eaton, and he'll fling it back into the infield. Jackson's been an impressive hitter, and he's got a 1-out hit for the Orioles.
Tell you what, that was a great at-bat by a young player. He fouled off and took some tough pitches. He had that big hack first pitch with Crochet. Probably thought, okay, I got him right where I want him after that. But he worked the count and ended up getting himself a good fastball to hit.
It's an off day for Duran, so Eaton's in center with Roman in right. As you heard, Garcia is in left. Romy at first, Cedon at second. Story, the shortstop, with Bregman as ever at third. Narvaez behind the dish. That's the Baldwin Group defensive alignment. Here is Gunnar Henderson. The pitch is swung on and missed. He challenged with velocity, and it is 0-1. Henderson, it is not easy for any lefty, including this one. He's 0 for 2 with a strikeout and a walk. 0-1. Infield over to pull. Not really double play alignment. The 0-1 is outside. They'll do this against powerful lefties. Just play the second baseman way over in the hole. One and one. Hit him on the hand or wrist. Sinker that tailed in, and a little early jam for Garrett Crochet. By the way, that defensive alignment to the Baldwin Group, insurance, employee benefits, and wealth management. If you can dream it, we can protect it. The Baldwin Group, protecting the possible.
That got Gunnar Henderson right in his left elbow, so his back elbow. Kind of caught him cheating over the plate, looking for something off speed, and that sinker ran right in there and smoked him in the inside of that left elbow.
Normally, the first inning is smooth sailing for Crochet. Unlike so many starters, he's been brilliant in the opening frame, but right away, a little bit of a challenge for him. You'll see the right-handed hitting Ryan Mountcastle. That's the longest baseball. 1-0 Red Sox on a Trevor Story home run. In the first inning this year, Crochet, 2.42 ERA. Here's the pitch. Mountcastle ready to hit. Swung and fouled one off on the third base side.
Yeah, this is a guy you don't want to go first pitch fastball over the plate to, because you know he's hacking. That was a cutter that was just off the plate in, jammed him, he pulled it foul.
Nick Marley, the home plate umpire this afternoon. Nick Carapazza, the crew chief, at first. 0-1, 2 on, 1 out, a jam for Crochet. Here's a slider that's a strike in the back door. Beauty. And it's 0-2. Crochet in 166 and now 2/3 innings. 136 hits. 0-2 is a check swing. Did he go? No, says the crew chief down at first. Breaking ball in the dirt. He held up, and it's 1-2. 15 homers, 207 strikeouts against 42 walks. He nods his head, takes a deep breath, third base side of the rubber. Here's the 1-2, and it is swung on and missed. Sweeper in under the hands. His first strikeout today is a big one, and they're 2 down.
He took a little bit off of that sweeper. Normally you see it around 82 to 83, 84 miles an hour. This one 80 miles an hour and had a ton more break. He knew he had to get nasty to get Mountcastle to chase that
Almost curveball-ish was that pitch.
Seriously.
Why not? Good time for it. And here is Emmanuel Rivera, who's in there today, starting at third base for the O's. 2 on, 2 out. Crochet has given up 5 first-inning home runs. 1-0 Sox in the first. Trying to pitch out of a jam. The pitch is right there. Fastball dotted on the outside corner. 97, and it's 0-1.
Yeah, 2 of those 5 were when the Dodgers came to Fenway Park, Ohtani and Teoscar.
Seems like a distant memory.
Right?
0-1. Pitch. Foul off, first base side. And this is game number 134 for the Red Sox. So 29 remain, including today. It was an important win in the ninth inning last night for the Red Sox because everybody else won. The Twins had the Blue Jays, but 3 runs in the 8th, and Toronto stays 4 ahead of the Red Sox. 0-2 to Rivera. He drives one high into right field. Roman started in, now a couple steps back with the shades on. He's there to make the play, and Crochet pitches around the hit.
The pain I felt is paid for, all is said and done.
1-0 and a Story home run.
And what, 5 for 9, couple homers, couple walks.
Yeah, left oblique strain. The 1-0 is in there. It's so comforting to see him in there against left-handed pitchers.
It is. Him, Romy. Hopefully it gets Bregman going. He hit a ball hard in his first at bat, but a double play.
1-1 to Rob. Pitch is a strike, bottom of the zone, outside corner. Herb Chambers' batting order Brought to you by Herb Chambers Genesis of Auburn. It'll be Refsnyder, Eaton, and Narvaez. 1-2. Swinging a line drive up the middle into center field. That is so amazing.
Some things are just meant to be.
And yet not surprising. This is just what he does. Doesn't matter how often he plays, how long it's been. He owns lefties, and he's aboard to begin this second inning.
Yeah, 1-2 breaking ball right there. Just kind of left over to the middle of the plate. That was actually a changeup. Had some good depth to it, but good swing.
Here now, Nate Eaton, who gets the start along with Garcia. It's a day off for Jaron Duran. Here's the pitch to Nate. He squares and fouls it off. He was trying to bunt for a hit right there.
Oh, the second baseman, Holiday, playing it really close up the middle behind the pitch mound. He was trying to go with that hard push bunt over in the 4-hole where no one is playing. That might have even found grass at the outfield.
Yeah, just get it past the pitcher. It's going to be a hit. No Yoshida today, no Duran, no Hamilton, nor Wong. So starts for Eaton and Garcia. 0-1, Refsnyder leading at first. And a throw over that way. I would be very surprised if Rob were going anywhere. Eaton has not seen a ton of time with the Red Sox, but 226 with a run batted in and 3 stolen bases. 0-1, the pitch fouled off the end of the bat. So Nate quickly in an 0-2 hole. With Carlos Narvaez out on deck. It's amazing. The Red Sox a chance at a 7-1 trip through New York and Baltimore, and they've needed it because the Yankees have destroyed the Washington Nationals. Mariners keep on winning, and so do the Blue Jays. 0-2 to Eaton with Refsnyder at first, leading off this top of the second inning. Povich at the belt. Tall and lean, he throws, and Eaton drives one deep and foul down the left field line. We saw that in spring training. He has got real juice on the pull side. Refsnyder's off the IL. The injury report brought to you by Catchus Law Group. Champions for the injured with more than $3 billion recovered for New Englanders. Oh, and 2, double play depth behind this lefty. Pitch is a check swing and a fastball high. Arbella Insurance Foundation dedicated to striking out cancer by supporting the Jimmy Fund. Every strikeout from a Sox pitcher this year, Arbella donates $50 to the Jimmy Fund. They're here for the Jimmy Fund and here for good. 1-0 Sox in the second. The pitch to Eaton is inside. Changeup. That's his best weapon, Povich. That's the one Story hit out, but it's 2-2.
Yeah, Story hit it out, but up until coming into today, just a 122 batting average against. He'd thrown 236 of them, only 6 hits given up.
2-2. Povich, quick snap throw over to first. I do feel like if Nate hangs around for just a little while longer and gets some chances, he is going to hit a massive home run to left field at some time. He's just got that kind of swing.
Yeah.
2-2. Refsnyder really not much of a lead. The pitch is outside and high. They throw behind Rob.
They're very concerned with keeping Rob Refsnyder at first base.
Which, to me, does not add up.
It just tells me they haven't looked at mini scouter reports.
No. I might put him in motion here, though. I'm not that worried about Eaton against the lefty Povich. 3 balls and 2 strikes with Narvaez out on deck. Rob inching away, not going. The pitch is driven high and foul down the right field line. A long run over for Jackson, but it's well into the seats, and it's 3-2. I guess the other part of it, too, if you can stay away from it, a guy like Refsnyder, it's not like it was a lower body injury, but I guess there's no real reason right off the IL to force the issue.
I like it here. That was a fastball away. Povich generally throws his changeup off of that.
3-2. Not going. The pitch is popped up. On the left side of the infield, Gunnar Henderson looking up in a cloud cover. And he's underneath it. That is a big league pop-up, and it's out number 1.
The final day to enter Shaw's Star Market Grand Slam Summer Sweepstakes is August 31st. It's your last chance to win a Boston sports experience and get a $500 Shaw's gift card. Spend $50, get your code, and enter. Official rules at GrandSlamSummerSweeps.com.
All right, here now Narvaez, who has really looked good on this road trip. He's 0 for his last 5, but he's really hit the ball with authority. Red Sox have 2 good catchers going right now. Pitch to Carlos is outside. That was, again, the changeup, and it is ball 1. Carlos, the 7th batter of the game, brought to you by Jeffrey Glassman Injury Attorneys. Boston's go-to injury lawyer for over 30 years. Hurt in car work accident, all sevens. After 6-1-7. Next one to Carlos. Misses inside. It's 2-0. Cedon, the hero last night, is out on deck. Sox would be 15 games over 500 today with a win. They have not done that since 2021. 2-0 Narvaez, way outside a fastball. And it is 3-0. With Cedon on deck, this guy, what do you think, Will? Is Narvaez due to be a little patient here?
Yeah, definitely. This 3-0 count, yeah, he hasn't exactly been swinging it great. Just get guys on.
3-0. Pitch is taken for a strike. That was at the top of the zone, 92. And it's 3-1. Let's maybe loosen up a little bit here.
Yeah, Povich going change up here. That's his best pitch. Would love a ground ball.
3-1 to Narvaez. The pitch is driven high and deep into right field. Back on to Jackson at the warning track in front of the wall. He's there to make the play. That thing just died on its way toward the wall, and Narvaez is gone for out number 2.
Well, they did get himself a 3-1 fastball. Just missed it. Got in on him just a touch. He was a little late on it.
One on, 2 out. Here is Cedon, last night's hero. That was his 15th homer. Pitch is inside, and he's taken the first pitch a lot lately, and it is working.
It almost seems like that's been the plan here, because he was very swing happy there for a couple weeks, trying to get himself going again. But teams have caught on to that and have stopped throwing him good pitches to hit early.
1-0 is swung on and missed. He couldn't lay off that changeup. And it's 1-1. He's also got 29 doubles. Does Rafaela 55 batted in? An OPS of 720. I think as his career goes on, he'd like to see that around 800. But with the glove and the power, man, he's been so valuable. 1-1, the pitch. Cedon swings and loops one into center field, and that's down for a hit. Refsnyder kicks it into fifth gear and slips around the bag. He might have been trying to put the brakes on anyway. That was awkward looking. And the Red Sox have him at first and second with 2 down.
Yeah, I think that was Refsnyder trying to throw the brakes on, but foot came right out from under him. That's almost sometimes the easiest way to stop when you're going full speed is just go into a slide like that, and you can just get back to the bag.
Well, knowing the way this team gets along, is the pitching coach, Chris Holt, is going to come out and talk things over with Povich. Rob will hear about that when he gets back to the dugout.
Yeah, well, let's make sure he's okay, and then let's laugh at him, okay?
The infield joins the pitching coach here. Now, what a chance this is for Justinson Garcia, a guy who has a couple of walks in his first 2 major league games, but he's got a real opportunity to break this thing open.
Well, you know, he had a tough first one, right? He went up against Max Fried, who really pitched him well with fastballs in and big curveballs down that he could not lay off of. Curious to see if Povich uses that same recipe here against him. Uses that big curveball down. Although it won't be a Max Fried curveball.
No, it
so
will
there's
not.
that.
Swings a ton, does Garcia. 2 on, 2 out the pitch. Inside, that's an easy take there. Tried to jam him in with a fastball. He has played now in 4 games, 2 starts. 4 at-bats, 2 walks, no hits. Looking for that first. It'd be a great time for it right here. 1-0. He looks hitterish in the box. Pitch is high. Really good take. Fastball. And it's 2-0. I think you might see the changeup here.
I like that. I mean, this is a very aggressive, as you mentioned, young hitter. And he loves his changeup.
I should see something to hit here. The pitch is a strike on the inside corner. Fastball looked in. 2-1. The reason I say that is you got Roman Anthony on deck. So real protection behind. Refsnyder at second. Cedon at first. A gap shot likely to score 2. Hitters count 2-1. Here it is. Garcia swings and misses. He can't hold up. That was ball 3. Fastball way up.
And it's been all fastballs, which I'm really surprised by Povich. It's not like him.
2 balls and 2 strikes to Justinson, and I think wisely. He wasn't feeling great, so he takes his time and steps out. Well, finally, the Red Sox have made him work a little bit. 5 pitches in the first for Povich, 24 in this second. They're trying to break through and grow the lead. 2-2 the pitch is high with a fastball. 3-2. All heaters to Garcia. Now the runners will be off with his 3-2 pitch. Is Povich just setting him up?
It feels that way. I mean, that is his go-to pitch, but he has been all fastballs here.
3-2. Runners lead, and they run. The pitch is swung on and lined foul. Down the right field side, another fastball. He's challenging the kid.
The longer the at-bat goes and the more fastball he sees, the more uncomfortable it gets as a right-handed batter because you're just almost waiting for him to pull the string on one. But he did give up a homer on one and some hard contact to Ref Snyder.
3 balls and 2 strikes. To Garcia. The runners go again. The pitch is lined on a little looper on the first base side, foul, and it's out of play. Mayo gave chase, went into a foot-first slide. That was a fist job for Garcia, and it went, 40 feet?
That ball has a lot of pine tar on it, all right? That got so far in, and that's just the product of knowing how good his changeup is and expecting it. He's that late on the fastball. And that's why Povich won't throw him a changeup at this point, because he feels like he'd be doing him a favor because he's so late on the heater.
Well, let's see if we can turn one around right here. 3-2. Runners go again. The pitch is strike 3 called. He took one right there. Fastball in the inside corner, and Garcia strikes out again. 2 left.
Take a hack at guessing which baseball player or manager.
The pain I felt is paid for, all is said and done. Oh, I am restricted, fixed upon the web. I need to kick the habit that my mind is breathing in. Break out, I've got to see. Spent all my life holding all of it closely. I've made it innocent, a feeling discontent. I'm over facing it.
Crochet looking for an easier second frame, and he has a good start. Fastball in the outside corner to Cowser. Strike 1.
Well, you know what? This Red Sox bullpen that's been the best in the American League got better today.
Justin Slayton re-added. 0-1 is a swing and a miss and a great slider, 0-2. I mean, he's elite out there. I wonder whether they'd be tempted to use him today. Who knows? I mean, it depends a lot on what Crochet does. Big left-hander.
Through Sunday, so he's fresh.
0-2 is just outside, maybe a little low with a sweeper. 1-2. To me, I don't see any urgency to get him back on a big league mound. Save him for high leverage spots. 1-2. Crochet throws. Slider right there. See ya. Punches him out. Beautiful breaking pitch and 2 strikeouts for Crochet. But maybe, after the long layoff, just get the juices going a little bit. Stress-free inning, perhaps, if possible. But what a lift it will give to this Sox bullpen. With Slayton, Whitlock, and Chapman on the back end. They've used the lefties a lot in this stretch against the Orioles and Yankees.
Well, both of them having impact left-handed bats.
Here's Kobe Mayo, right-handed hitter, who takes a pitch inside for ball one. Mayo, what a battle he had with Chapman last night. 13 pitch at bat, ended with a strikeout. Here's the 1-0. And it is a strike at the bottom of the zone. 209 strikeouts now for Crochet. That ties his career high. One more, a new mark. One out, bases empty, the 1-1. Slider ripped foul down the left field line. And it's 1-2. So 7 pitches thrown in this inning. Crochet would like a quick one. Carlson out on deck in the Herb Chambers batting order, brought to you by Herb Chambers Toyota of Auburn and Toyota of Boston. We're the only active game right now in Big League Baseball. 1-2. Crochet into the wind, throws, and a ground ball softly to third. Bregman easy try. He's got it. Crow hop and a throw to first in time. And they're 2 down. Subaru of New England Scoreboard. There's a lot to love about a brand new Subaru. Find yours at SubaruofNewEngland.com. And with 2 down, here's Dylan Carlson. Later tonight, the Yankees' cupcake schedule continues. They open a series on the south side of Chicago with the White Sox. How about Nats and White Sox in a row? Here's Dylan Carlson batting right against Crochet. The pitch. Right there. Fastball, 0-1.
Did they play that in AAA Stadium, or do they just continue to use the Big Leagues Stadium for that? That was rude of me.
That was
rude.
0-1. Pitch. Swing and a miss. He cannot hold up on a high fastball. That's the 4-seamer from Crochet, 97. And it's 0-2. The Blue Jays are off, but they have the Brewers this weekend. So Red Sox against the Pirates, Jays against the Brew Crew. You got a chance to make up some ground. 0-2, the pitch. Foul on the first base side. Fastball, how's 98? And it's 0-2.
The Brewers, looks like they lost their closer, McGill, a flexor strain. And even those flexor strains that aren't bad take a while. So I don't even know if he'll be available for the postseason.
Yeah, they're worried about that.
Yeah.
0-2. Crochet delivers. And he missed horribly with a changeup. You never see that. That little change just kind of slipped out of his hand, way over the left-handed batter's box. That can't be that comfortable for Carlson, and it's 1-2.
Yeah, just setting up this sweeper.
Here it is, and it is fouled off. It was a sweeper, and Carlson, almost like he was swinging a bat underwater, fouls it off.
It's such an uncomfortable at bat. Normally you think righty versus lefty arm, it's a little more. No, not at all. I mean, it is power stuff, and you might have a sweeper off your back leg.
1-2 is a sweeper low, and it's 2-2. Figure maybe that sets him up for high heat here. Red Sox leading 1-0 in the bottom of the second inning. Houston hosts the Rockies. Things in the AL West are interesting. Houston with a 1.5 lead over the Mariners. Rangers 6-back, a game above 500. And Nate Eovaldi may be out for the season. 2-2. Swinging a high fly in a shallow left field. Coming on, the center fielder Eaton. He's there to make the play. That could not have looked more uncomfortable for Carlson. I mean, you can't blame him again.
Take a
Burning the bridge that keeps us. I'm here and I feel exaggerated, that's what you assume. The story's over now, I must conclude. I am conflicted, watching where I step still. Hanging in the balance, not the life I want to live. I want to take it all,
first pitch for a strike on the outside corner. He singled, then a quick double play ball off the bat of Alex Bregman, and then Story lifted off with his 22nd home run. 0-1, really good one. Curveball on the outside corner to Roman, and it's quickly 0-2. I'd be willing to bet he's got the fewest 0-2 percentage accounts of any Red Sox hitter. Cedon probably leads the team in that category.
Yeah, I would think so.
But it is 0-2 here to Roman, the pitch. Hard ground ball on the right side into the outfield, a base hit. What's that? 5 of his last 8 with more than one hit?
7 of his last 9. He has multiple hits in.
I mean,
jeez,
he is the next big thing in this game, and he's already arrived, really. I mean, it's just unbelievable when you think about his consistent production. You know, that's like so many of these other hits he's gotten to start rallies. 0-2 counts. He finds a way. Here's Bregman. The pitch to him is a high fastball, 1-0. Third inning, brought to you by Citgo, a club you'll want to get into. Club Citgo. Download the Club Citgo app now and instantly save 23 cents a gallon on your first fill-up. 1-0 to Bregman. Here's the pitch. Alex takes a strike at the top of the zone. Good pitch, and it's 1-1. You know Alex very well. You know he's dying inside right now.
Oh, yeah.
Wants to help, contribute right here.
But he also understands this is part of the game.
1-1 is high, and it's 2-1. I fully expect him once we get home, and it may start today to get it going. It was actually an encouraging, aggressive swing his first time.
Well, he's hammered lefties this year. It's just so far his best season so far against lefties.
Throw to first. Anthony just kind of tumbles back to the bag with a head-first dive. It's not impossible that Roman would think about it here, but I just think against Povich, who does not have overpowering stuff, with Bregman and Story lined up, why take the risk? 2-1. Swinging a line drive down the right field line. Over to his left is Jackson. He's there to make the play. That's a good one again from Bregman. There has been a lot of that on this road trip, loud lineouts, and he's out number 1 in the third.
He's close. He really is. You can feel it. There's a good stretch coming soon from him.
Well, we're in a good stretch for Trevor's Story. You just pulled up a comparison of him with Bobby Witt over the last couple of months, and it is staggering how productive Trevor has been. Roman at first with 1 out. Povich at the letters. Throws, and Trevor drowns one softly toward third. It's backhanded by Rivera. He's going to try at second, and it is just in time to get Anthony. Very close play.
I think his foot was in the air. It's a close play, though, but I think he was out there at second base.
I sort of thought Roman might test it there and run. He did not on the first pitch. So Trevor is aboard. Now, this is interesting. I mean, 23 of 23 in stolen base attempts, but it is the lefty Povich on the mound. Romy Gonzalez is the hitter with 2 down. Throw to first. They're thinking about it along with us. What do you think?
Yeah, you can see Trevor kind of getting into that little shuffle lead, trying to time him up to get a good jump. It's so tough on these lefties, especially guys like Povich who can read you with that leg swing.
Romy just missed a homer last night. He's got that Pettit move right there. That was that 45 degree. He kind of went forward and then over.
Yeah, the trick on that, so the umpires don't catch it, is you keep walking. You step, throw, keep walking. They can't tell exactly where that step was because it's normally a balk move, and they just get away with it.
Trevor, big lead over at first. Romy waits. The pitch is way outside with a changeup. And it's 1-0. I thought Romy got Aiken last night right after Rafaela. And he might have had Carlson not grabbed it at the top of the wall.
Well, you'd love to get Trevor to second base here because, yes, the base is open, but also Ref Snyder behind Romy to protect him.
He's thinking about it. He's dancing. He's not going. The pitch is popped up. Into right center field. Jackson and Cowser come together, and the center fielder, Cowser's there to make the play. And the inning is over after 2.5. 1-0 Sox in the Shaw's.
Burning the bridge that keeps us. I'm here and I'm feeling fearless.
kicking wide. And he fires a fastball in there. Inside corner, strike one. Sharp as ever, Garrett. Worked around a little jam in the first inning. Easy breezy in the second. Jackson, 246 with 3 homers. The 0-1. Just inside. Fastball. He's not thrown many cutters yet this first time through.
Yeah, I feel like he's holding on to those for later on in his outing. Starting pitchers, elite ones, don't want to show everything too early.
I love that. It's so old school. The 1-1 is inside. We've gotten away from it. There was a cutter. It makes so much sense. If you've got a fastball that's good enough to get through the lineup one time, why show the other stuff?
Totally.
2-1. Sun peeking through the clouds. Pitch. Fouled back. 2 straight cutters, and it's 2-2. That one got a lot of the plate.
Yeah, that was a mistake. The little spinner stayed middle. Jackson, who swung the bat well in his last start this series, hit a couple balls hard, just missed that one.
Is he saying hit the ball?
It's pretty to the point. It's blunt.
Is this Little League? 2-2. The pitch. He hits the ball deep into left center field. Back on it, Eaton at the track. At the wall, he cannot get it. It is out of here. A home run for Alex Jackson, and we are tied at 1. Wow. That thing was smoked.
Four-seam fastball from Crochet. Outer third, out away from Jackson. It's at 395 feet, just out of here to left center.
So the 16th homer of the year as Jackson Holiday digs in. This is a big boy Bolt. Pitch to Holiday. Line hopper up the middle. Story perfectly positioned. Throw to first. And there's one away. I'm trying to figure out why the PA system here and the announcements of these hitters always sounds like such a downer. And now, Jackson Holiday.
Well, it's been a long season for the O's. We've all been there.
Jeremiah Jackson.
Best of luck, Jeremiah.
Tied at 1 in the bottom of the third. Crochet throws, and he just misses inside with a cut fastball, 1-0. That'll happen sometimes with Crochet, particularly with a lead. He challenges hitters, and sometimes they get hit. 1-0. Swinging a foul. The Red Sox, again, today, as they have sometimes in this wildly successful road trip, not cashed in early. I mean, they've had a lot of chances against Povich and just not gotten the big hit. 1-1 to Jackson. That's outside.
I think there's just a lot of faith in their offense, too, to just kind of, even when it's not going well early in games, they grind away. They get into this bullpen at Baltimore's. It's not very good, and they do some damage late, so not too worried.
2-1. Foul back. Cutter. That was a better one on the outside corner, and it's 2-2.
Yeah, tried to steal one back door. That was a good pitch. Good job by Jackson, too. It's been 2 at-bats in a row. He's looked really comfortable against Crochet.
One out, a run in. Tied at 1 in the third. Here's the 2-2. It is swung on and foul. That's really good by Jackson. I mean, he did this his first time. He kept spoiling good pitches and ended up lining one to right.
Yeah, you can tell, like, as the at-bat goes on, Jackson's swing gets shorter to the baseball. He really shortens up with 2 strikes, which you don't see a whole lot in this age of baseball. It's been successful for him.
This guy's going to be a problem if he keeps doing that all
Feels
day.
that way, yeah.
I mean, it worked last time, so he's hanging with it. 2-2 to Jackson. Gunnar Henderson out on deck. Here's the pitch, and it is high and outside. Crochet is, by his own standards, not that sharp right now.
I agree.
But he's also about to throw his 50th pitch. 3-2 is fouled off. This guy Jackson's been impressive in his ability to just hang on.
Jackson's seen 12, 13 pitches in his 2 at-bats, so he's a big part of that.
This has happened at times with Crochet. He does have this knack to be able to figure it out and go deep. 3-2. swing and a foul. Another really impressive swing to hang in.
I mean, these are tough pitches. We've seen sweepers down and in. He's gotten pieces up. That cutter was filthy, about 2 balls off the plate in, exactly where Crochet wanted it. Normally, that's a swing and miss. Pesky.
Another 3-2. Swing and a miss. He got him. Cutter on the outside, Black, and they're 2 away.
Beth Israel Deaconess Medical Center is the official hospital of the Boston Red Sox, providing first aid at Fenway and supporting Red Sox scholars. Learn more at bidmc.org. Yeah, he tried just about everything right there to get Jackson. Finally went backdoor cutter and got him.
Yes, he did. Here's Gunner. Pitch is a strike. I'll buy you crab cakes anytime if you keep doing all these sponsor reads.
Well, I never knew you wanted me to read that many. You just take over.
Yeah, so selfish doing all the drops.
My show.
0-1 popped up. That's an important sequence for Crochet. It's out towards second where Rafaela camps out beneath it. He's there to make the play. Inning over. The Orioles do tie it on a Jackson homer. And we go to the fourth. Great moment.
The pain I felt is paid for, all is said and done. Oh, I am restricted, fixed upon the web. I need to kick the habit that my mind is breathing in. Break out, I've got to see. Spent all my life holding all of it closely. I've made it innocent, I'm feeling discontent. I'm not releasing it all. Burning the bridge that keeps us. I'm here and I'm feeling fearless. Exaggerated, that's what you assume. The story's over now, I must conclude. I am conflicted, watching where I step still. Hanging in the balance, not the life I want to live. I want to take it all, standing tall. Fear I weighed the person you are. Oh, break out, I've got to see. Spent all my life holding all of it closely. I've made it innocent, I'm feeling discontent. I'm finally facing it all.
In this inning, Herb Chambers' Chevy of Danvers carries us along. 277, 6 homers, 22 driven in. Rob has not played as much this year as last, and that's not only because of injury. The 0-1 is a strike on the inside corner. Really, it's because of the arrival of both Roman Anthony and Marcelo Meyer. Now, of course, Meyer done for the season, but Roman's going to be in there every day against lefties, and that takes a spot away from Rob.
Well, no, yeah, Yoshida being back
0-2 is way high with a fastball.
and having to, rotate that DH spot. Yeah, it just takes away at bats. So.
It is so fun to watch Ref Snyder hit. He gets himself in 2 strike counts, and he just doesn't care. 1-2. Here's the pitch, and it's fouled off. It's the mark of a veteran, really polished hitter, where early on, he will either take pitches he doesn't want to hit, or he'll take chances, and if he fouls them off, whatever. 0-2, he then goes into this incredible protect mode, and so often gets himself back in an at-bat. 1-2, the pitch is, again, taken inside. That's a great example of it, and it's 2-2.
How many times do you see him 0-2 to 3-2 and then either take a walk or get a knock?
You'd love either of those here. Tied in the fourth, 2-2. The wind and the pitch. Rob takes outside. Wow. Maybe a little low, too. That was close.
Yeah, Alex Jackson, just throw the ball back, bud. Stop.
Seriously.
I hate when catchers do that. They go to throw it and they just pause, like, oh, wait, maybe this will make him change his mind. Yeah, like, throw the ball back.
3-2 to Refsnyder. Here's the pitch, and it is swung on and popped foul into the seats on the first base side. And plus, it's not like Alex Jackson has been around long enough to do that.
Tell Tommy Pham about that. He'll go get him.
He and Heineman got into it.
You don't have enough dirt in your spike star.
Golly.
All right, bud.
Tommy,
I love
easy.
I love how Tommy plays the game, but I don't like that.
He was
stuff.
probably just mad that Saquon Barkley went off the board before him.
That's a great point.
3-2, the pitch to Refsnyder is driven high into center field. Kauser turns and races back. He's at the wall. He can't get it. Goodbye, Rob Refsnyder. He does it again. 0-2 to a homer, and it's 2-1 Red Sox.
I believe before the game today, I said, Refsnyder goes deep. You go, no, not his first day back. Well, you know what? Sometimes you can feel it. There's a lefty on the mound, and there's a Refsnyder in the box, and you know there's going to be loud noises. What an at-bat. 0-2 to 3-2 to see you later.
Man, is he impressive. And again, 6 out of 7 on the road trip without him, without Abreu, without Slayton. And they're coming back. Here's Nate Eaton, the pitch to him. He has a strike on the inside corner. Chevy New England dealer's question of the day at Sox Booth on Twitter. Rob knew it, too. I mean, he never does that, but he knew it. He looked down immediately and said, that is out of here. As Eaton takes the ball low. You know, Kauser gave it a pretty good bid, but it was way out.
Yeah, that used to be like a jet stream to right center. You get up in the air and it would take off. It's not as much as it used to be, but that's a good place to hit it.
1-1 in there. Eaton looking for something else. Curveball bends in, and it's 1-2.
Well, I'll tell you what, the boys have been hitting some homers this series, and when they hit a home run, they're 59-28.
2 in each of the first 2 games, and 2 yesterday as well. 1-2. Eaton swings and misses. He's gone. So 8 homers in the 4 games. And what's been fun about it, Will, they've not really strung together a ton of hits and rallies. They've needed the homers.
Totally, right? And we talked about it a lot. You know, the style of baseball they need to play normally is use your legs, use your speed, string together hits, but that hasn't been the case here.
Rob is so well liked in that clubhouse. They are all laughing with him. Here's Carlos Narvaez, who takes a fastball right there. So that New England Chevy dealer's question of the day, whose success this season has been the most surprising to watch? Chapman, Story, Bayo, or other? The 0-1 is a strike on the inside corner.
I mean, oh man, they all work, but I would probably go Trevor. Just surprised. I hate to say it, but surprised that he stayed healthy as long as he has. I'm not surprised by Chapman. I knew what was in there for him. Oh man, you have a case for all those.
0-2, the pitch to Narvaez, who's been a pleasant surprise. That one misses outside, 1-2. I'm with you. I mean, they're all sort of playing up. Chapman is very much just about at his best ever.
Yeah.
1-2, so's Bayo, the pitch. Carlos fouls it back. But I'm with you. I mean, especially given the way the year started. Because Trevor, in the middle of May, it looked like the end might be near.
Yeah.
And since then, he's been their best player.
The first 2 weeks, he was good. Then for about a month and a half, he wasn't. And then, I mean, you're comparing him with Bobby Witt Jr. over the last couple months.
We'll get to those numbers in a moment. 1-2 to Narvaez. Check swing. Did he go? I didn't think so. No. The umpire beneath us.
Yeah, from my buddy Boston Sports Info on Twitter, comparing him with Bobby Witt since June 7th. They're both hitting right around 300. Trevor has 15 homers to Bobby Witt's 12.
2-2. Narvaez chops one foul.
Except here's the kicker.
Yeah.
Trevor has 58 RBIs. Witt has 39.
Yeah, he's been a machine.
14 and 13 as far as stolen bases. Trevor got him by 1. So you could, I mean, looking at the RBIs and the production, Trevor has been a better player over the last 2.5 months.
2-2 to Narvaez. A run in, 1 out. The pitch. Swing and a miss. He struck him out, did Povich. Yeah. And they're 2 down. We take 10 seconds for station ID on the Shaws and Star Market, WEI Red Sox Radio Network.
From the WE.
Pat Malley in the booth. Joe Braverman back at WEEI. Here's Cedon, who takes a strike on the outside corner. Listen, they'll never admit it out loud. He's been told to take the first pitch, or he's just made that decision. I'm taking one every AB. Singled his first time. The 0-1 is outside, and it's 1-1.
What's the thing? He'd gotten to the point where pitchers knew they didn't have to throw him pitches in the zone, and it would be 0-1 because he was swinging. But if he has this approach, at certain points he can pick his spots, and he'll get good pitches to hit early where he can ambush.
1-1 is grounded foul on the third base side. A curveball that just stayed up enough. And it is 1-2. League leaders and who's circling the drain, presented by Drains by James, Eastern Mass's leader in residential and commercial drain cleaning and pipelining. At Drains by James, they give a poop about your pipes. 1-2. Cedon chops it again, foul. Another curveball. In the National League, Freddie Freeman, the only hitter above 300, 302. And Trey Turner, 297th, tied with Sal Frelick, the BC man. Will Smith of the Dodgers, the only guy with an on base over 400. Isn't that amazing? It's the stronger league, but fewer individual standouts. 1-2. Here's the pitch. Cedon drives one high into center field. Cowser started in, now back, and about 10 feet in front of the warning track. He's there to make the play, and the inning is over. Well, a leadoff homer for Ref Snyder, and then a nice bounce back for Povich. Crochet's got the lead again.
Great moments in baseball have been broadcast.
Burning the bridge that keeps us. I'm here and I'm feeling fearless. Exaggerated, that's what you assume. The story's over now, I must conclude. I am conflicted, watching where I step still. Hanging in the balance, not the life I want to live. I want to take it all, standing tall. Fear I weighed the person you are. Break out, I've got to see. Spent all my life holding all of it closely. I played it innocent. I'm feeling discontent. I'm finally facing it The pain I felt is paid for, all is said and done. Oh, I am restricted, fixed upon the web. I need to kick the habit that my mind is breathing in. Break out, I've got to see. Spent all my life holding all of it closely. I made it innocent, I'm feeling discontent. I'm finally facing it all.
Get rid of your old car. Donate today. Your car can be picked up tomorrow. Donate at carsforkids.com. That's cars with a K.
Crochet with a C throws, and a fastball misses inside, and it's 1-1.
I was racing Crochet on that. He said I was like trying to stutter my way through it. Like, don't miss the pitch.
He does not mess around.
It's like it's hard to read normal speed. I'm trying to go fast.
1-1 is lined to left field and down for a hit in front of Garcia. So the leadoff man is aboard in this fourth inning. I always think of Joe Castig when we're here in Baltimore. It's one of his favorite stops.
Oh, yeah.
He loved visiting the Babe Ruth Museum, which is a wonderful place. He narrated so many wonderful moments here, and I especially think of him when I've got these paper copies of the drops, and like we finished Drains by James, and now I'm about to get rid of it. And the only way to do it is to honor Joe by just emulating his.
Yes.
Here's Rivera. He lines one to the left field, a base hit. Ambush on a fastball, and Crochet in yet another jam. This is about as wobbly as he's been, and that's saying something given that it's only a few hits, but now the Orioles trailing by a run. 2 on, nobody out for Cowser.
57 pitches, 41 strikes. So he is throwing strikes, but he's also missing with his off-speed pitches over the heart of the plate.
Yeah.
He can get away with that at times with his fastball, but not the cutter, not the sweeper. Those are the ones that get hit.
So another test for him. Way over to pull for this lefty Cowser, who struck out his first time. Crochet throws, and a broken bat hopper towards short. Story over to second for 1. Cedon leaps and throws to first, not in time. That would have been the double play turn of the year. But because the bat broke, it just wasn't hit hard enough. That was beautiful from Story. He ranged to his right, and then trusting in Cedon, he just led him to the bag.
Totally. And with Cowser being a left-handed pull hitter, everyone shifted over. So it took a while for that play to develop, with Cedon coming all the way from the 4-hole, caught it on the run, and then almost jump throw, like you see from Trevor Story in the 6-hole. He launched himself off the second base bag to make actually a perfect throw to Romy at first, just late.
Are those guys athletic together?
Oh.
Amazing. All right, here's the big hitter, Kobe Mayo, with runners at the corners and 1 down. The pitch is just inside.
One of the more athletic 6'4" fielder choices I think I've seen in a while.
So true. And we had the great 6'5" put out last night.
Raymond.
CCL, by the way, wants to remind you, if there's a broken bat, there's probably a better choice for lumber. Find the lumber for your next project at ccl.com, the 1-0. High pop-up. Foul of first, into the seats. It's actually capecodlumber.com. I don't know whether even Cape Cod could stand up to that kind of running fastball from Crochet. That exploded that bat. Impressive. He's going to bear down right here. 2-1 Sox, but at the corners with only 1 out. 1-1. Crochet touches up the Rosenbach. He throws. Mayo pops it up on the infield. Foul of the plate. Third base side. And Narvaez has got it to make the play. It's just such good stuff from Crochet. 2 down.
Yeah, he dialed in his command right there. First pitch cutter just off the plate in. Then he did actually get a fastball over the middle of the plate, did Mayo. He missed it and fouled it off, and then right back to the cutter in off the plate to pop him straight up. Great pitches.
So now 2 down. Here's Dylan Carlson. Joe Braverman just mumbled something to me. I don't know what that was. We're past 110 pitches. Brought to you by 110 Grill. Gluten-free dining done right. Past 110. 2 down at the corners. Crochet is ready. He throws. And that is a strike on the inside corner. You know, we've seen this in years past, Will. After big emotional starts against the Yankees, especially in their ballpark, you can almost naturally just have a little letdown.
It's true. Little hangover from the last one.
11 strikeouts over 7 brilliant innings at the stadium. The 0-1 fouled back. Yeah, that was a mistake, but he got away with it. It's 0-2.
That was an identical four-seamer to the one that Alex Jackson hit out. Just middle away. Kind of stayed right there trying to pitch up and in with it. And that's his miss.
After that swing, what comes now?
Yeah, cutter off the plate in, or I like the sinker up and away.
0-2. They lead at the corners. Sun is out again. Crochet sets. Runner goes. He throws, and a little foul straight back. He did elevate with a fastball, four-seamer. And Carlson hangs on, 0-2.
Yeah, because all that does is set up this sweeper down and in, right? Try to bounce it. You trust Narvaez, hopefully, to keep his body in front of that pitch with the runner on third.
Yeah, these are the ones where they still almost stubbornly stay down on the one knee.
Man,
I don't like it.
It's a 2-1 game. Like, keep chest it up. Keep it right there.
0-2. See what Crochet does here. Infield backed up. Pitch is high. They will not throw through. They throw back to third, and it's not in time. They almost got Mountcastle there. Fake throw as Cowser took off. I thought Crochet actually had a pretty good chance to pick him off. Cowser went before Garrett did anything on the way home.
Yeah, and actually Cowser, as Narvaez pump fake to second, stopped. He was going to stop before he got to second base so they could try to steal a run right there.
That tells you how they feel about Crochet. The shadow of one of these helicopters is over Camden Yards.
High chopper over the infield.
Oh, God. There have been minor league parks they've had to bring in helicopters to dry the field after a tarp failure. 1-2, second and third. The pitch is just inside. Sweeper, good location, but it was a ball, and it's 2-2. Well, he is laboring by his account. 65 pitches, and the biggest yet is about to come home. He throws, and he misses down and in. Sweeper. Wow, I mean, you got Jackson, who homered off of him his last time on deck. 3-2. Crochet peers in. Stands tall. Here's the payoff pitch, and it is swung on and missed. Cutter! He strikes him out. And what a big pitch in a big spot. We go to the fifth. Red Sox 2, Orioles 1.
Great moments in baseball have been broadcast.
Burning the bridge that keeps us. I'm here and I'm feeling fearless. Exaggerated, that's what you assume. The story's over now, I must conclude. I am conflicted, watching where I step still. Hanging in the balance, not the life I want to live. I want to take it all, standing tall. Fear I weighed the person you are. Break out, I've got to see. Spent all my life holding all of it closely. I made it innocent, I'm feeling discontent. I'm finally facing it The pain I felt is paid for, all is said and done. Oh, I am restricted, fixed upon the web. I need to kick the habit that my mind is breathing in. Break out, I've got to see. Spent all my life holding all of it closely. I made it innocent, I'm feeling discontent. I'm finally facing it all.
The fifth.
That's a memory he'll have forever. You can never take that away. You have a big league hit, and it's a double.
It was aggressive, and now here comes Roman Anthony. I mean, I don't know how much longer Garcia is going to be around this year, and it might have had to wait until next season, so that's really cool that he gets it out of the way right now. Here's Roman, who takes a pitch in the dirt for ball one. What did you say about Roman Anthony in 0-2 counts? I mean, he just had a hit his last time in an 0-2 situation. 1-0 here with Garcia after his first major league hit at second base. Roman waits. The pitch is outside, 2-0.
So he's had 21 0-2 counts, and he's batting .381. He's 8 for 21. So minimum 20 plate appearances. He's third in MLB.
Well, of course, 2-0 is way outside. The major league average is like $110.
Right.
And that's on those counts, not after
Not
them.
after. It's on 0-2 counts.
That is just
He has
ludicrous.
8 hits.
I think he's looking to turn and burn right here. 3-0.
I think that's a great idea. Hit one to Utah.
3-0 pitch is a strike. Didn't have to be. I think that was high. And he is not happy about that call. You could tell, though, he was geared up to let it go.
Yeah, he was. He had that coil look to him, like he was ready to just explode on something.
So maybe Nick Marley just did him a favor, although he should be aboard for Bregman. Instead, it's 3-1. Garcia leading at second. This kid has done a little bit of everything on this road trip. 3-1. Povich throws, and Anthony takes another strike. Now that was perfect. A sinker on the inside corner, and it's 3-2. He hardly ever moves in that batter's box. 3-2. Waggles the bat behind his helmet. Povich into the glove. He throws. Roman swings and chops it foul. Sinker again, almost the same spot, and it's 3-2.
Yeah, good sinker right there. That one, it looks like it's an elevated fastball. It's good to hit, and as it gets to that contact point, it just dips right below the sweet spot, and he hits the top of the baseball.
So many things about Roman are impressive, including he gets ticked off when an umpire misses a call, but it lasts for about 2 seconds. He locks back in. 3-2 with Garcia at second. The pitch is strike 3 called.
Oof.
Now that one looked a little low, and Roman's saying you can't have both of those.
Yeah, look.
And Alex Cora is all over him.
Yeah, he called one just up, right? It probably nicked the top of the zone. This one, fastball, just barely got the bottom, and it's really tough in the big leagues to cover both of those.
So Roman is gone after what should have been ball 4, and now Garcia still at second with 1 down. Povich is ready. He throws, and Bregman takes one in the dirt. I don't want Roman to change that at all. I mean, it seems to me we've seen more of that to him lately from these umpires, but I love that he takes those pitches. Bregman is hit into a hard ground ball double play and lined out to right. 1-0. Garcia leads at second. The pitch is a strike on the outside corner. Good one from Povich, and it's 1-1. Sox with 2 runs, already 7 hits, 1 run, 4 hits for the O's. Garcia's got a pretty big lead at second. He can run. The 1-1. Bregman swings and misses. Fastball up above the zone, and it's 1-2. It's one thing we heard about Garcia when he came up here. Good base runner. He can move.
Yeah, runs well, plays good defense, covers a lot of ground in the outfield. That was a report on him. A big, strong guy. He does move really well.
Toolsy.
Yeah, you are.
Massive tool. 1-2 to Bregman. Povich throws. Alex swings and misses. He's gone. Curveball got him. And after the leadoff double, now 2 down. And once again, it's to Trevor Story to try to pick everybody up.
Yeah, Povich pitched Bregman really well in that at-bat. Pitch to the edges, sinkers up and away, just off the corner that got swings, and then goes to the big breaker down and in right there. That was a good one.
Yeah, sometimes you just say that was too good. Here's Story, who's homered and bounced out to third. 2-1 Sox. Garcia still at second. The pitch is in there. Curveball. 0-1.
So on Trevor's first at bat, he went first pitch curveball like that, got a strike, and then went to the changeup next pitch. That's the one Trevor hit out. Curious to see if that's in the back of Povich's mind, and he goes fastball in.
Take that too. 0-1. He did not get what he wanted initially from Jackson, and now he's going to step off. He might be thinking right along with you. Maybe Jackson wanted to go right back to the changeup in that sequence, and Povich remembers what happened.
Cat and mouse, baby. That's what it is. It's chess.
0-1. Password leads at second. The pitch. Swinging a high drive into deep right field. Back on it, Jackson at the warning track right in front of the wall. He's there to make the play. And the inning is over. Trevor is locked in. So the Red Sox do not take advantage. 0-1. Pitch. Swing and a miss. That was awkward looking. Sweeper, not even close. And it's 0-2. In the Subaru of New England scoreboard, a lot to love about a brand new Subaru. Get yours at SubaruofNewEngland.com. Astros have put up 2 against the Colorado Rockies. We're 38-95. I don't think they're on pace to pass the White Sox anymore for the worst ever record. We'll run the numbers on that. Here's the 0-2. That hit him in the helmet, right in the back of the head. As Crochet had that one slip out of his hand, that cannot be pleasant for Jackson.
I think he got maybe
Why
his
is
shoulder.
he standing still with the bat? He flips it away disgustedly.
I think he may have got his shoulder up in front and got him in the back of the shoulder. I have to see a replay. It sounded like he got body, not helmet. Didn't have that sound to it. Yeah, he did. He ducked it, got the back of his shoulder. But had he not done that, that would have got the side of his head.
Are you sure?
Yeah, got him right here. Right in the back of the shoulder. When you duck, kind of does this. Plus, if that hit him in his head by protocol MLB, someone would have to come out and check on him.
That was good radio. Leaning over when it does this.
Well, I was explaining to you because you're questioning me.
Here's a broken bat looper on the left side. Story races over. Backhands will not make a throw. Jackson Holiday, a little duck snort on the infield. And here we go again. 2 on with nobody out. Well, Crochet will be so frustrated with himself there. 0-2, he hits Jackson, and then a little bleeding hit.
Frustrating.
You know, the Rockies are not going to set the all-time record. The White Sox last year, 41 and 121. The Rockies already with 38 wins.
Yuck.
So they'll stay in the history books. Here's Jeremiah Jackson, who's had some of the best at-bats of the day against Crochet. Here he takes inside. Fastball. Now, the last one did end as a strikeout, but, I mean, he has seen so many pitches from Garrett today. 1-0, 2 on, none out. 1-run Red Sox lead. The pitch. Fouled back. And this is the spot where you really regret not cashing in on the leadoff double from Garcia. In fact, the Red Sox, they've left 4 on base, but it feels like they've had a lot of chances against Povich. Here's a pitch that misses a little bit up and away. Sweeper. And it's 2-1. Jackson has now seen 18 pitches from Garrett Crochet.
Jeez.
18
so
of his
15 in his first 2.
Yeah. 2-1. Big one. Grounded toward third, and a fair ball that's going to at least tie the game. Jackson comes home to score. Garcia picks it up. He throws to the cutoff man. It's a double for Jackson. And not only have the Orioles tied the game, they got him at second and third with only 1 out.
Well, Jackson's seen the ball really well from Crochet, which we don't get to say very often about visiting players against the Pig. That was a sweeper right there. Not even been a softer cutter. He left it up where that just gets hit.
Yeah, I mean, I think really for Crochet, this is the wobbliest he's looked since that start in Houston. Now, it's not nearly the same thing, and there's been some misfortune. I mean, that was not exactly cranked. It was just inside the bag past the dive of Bregman. But again, I mean, these are really high-stress pitches for Crochet. In fact, I think, Will, because of that, they might shorten his outing a little bit today.
Feels that way, yeah. And looking back where that pitch was to Jackson, it was a cutter, and it was off the plate. It was up elevated, but it was about 2 or 3 baseballs off the plate in. But when you're facing a guy like that, you look for pitches in there.
Well, now here we go with the Orioles' best hitter, Gunnar Henderson. Second and third infield in, and he takes a ball a little bit low, cutter. I mean, even left on left, Crochet will make his pitches to Henderson here with first base open. He got Mountcastle, the righty on deck. Red Sox gamble with the infield in. The 1-0 is a little low. I think part of that, Will, is that Crochet's stuff is so good. They've already seen in this inning, balls hit on the ground are just not going to be scalded against Garrett. 2-0. Tie game all of a sudden. Crochet at the letters he throws. And a strike right there. Challenge cutter. I wouldn't advise doing that again, and it's 2-1.
If I'm Henderson, I'm maybe looking for that cutter again, so maybe just fastball away here.
2-1, the pitch is exactly that. I mean, it's a fastball in the center of the plate, actually. And it's 2-2. This is big for the context of this game, the playoff race, but also the Cy Young race. I mean, all these runs count so much for that. For Crochet, that is the furthest thing from his mind right here. 2-2 is outside. He yanked the fastball a little bit at 97, and the count is full.
Yeah, reach back for a little extra right there, just knowing how big a strikeout would be of Gunnar Henderson.
He's thrown 81 pitches. The bullpen's going to get going now. 3-2, infield in. They lead at second and third. The pitch is a foul off his front foot. Sinker. That was a really good one in on Henderson.
Yeah, and after that pitch, the fastball before that, the sinker in on the hands, maybe that opens up the outer half for this cutter here, 3-2.
He's got to dig deep, as he so often has. 3-2. Crochet's ready. The pitch is swung on and missed. Sweeper. He got him. The Red Sox have pitched so well to Henderson in this series. Really that is an enormous strikeout for out number 2.
It was a great job by both Crochet and Narvaez reading the swings of Gunnar Henderson. Him trying to get the head out, catch up to the fastball, sinker in, speeds him up, and then boom, the sweeper. Something breaking away from him, punches his ticket.
Not out of the woods yet. Still only one out. And here's the pitch to Mountcastle. It misses outside. I think I said that was out number 2. It's just the first out of the inning. So a long way to go. You got Rivera on deck, and I know he's got a hit to left today, but I still think you can totally afford to be careful to Mountcastle here. But Crochet throws and a slider fouled back. That one right there. He's made so many more mistakes than usual today. He's got away with them so far. Well, that was a hanging slider. I think Mountcastle liked that back.
Most of his mistakes have been either the cutter or the sweeper that have just kind of spun in the zone.
1-1, second and third still. The pitch is way outside, dropped by Narvaez, but the runner will hold at third. Holiday. It didn't get far enough away from Carlos. Wow. That was a cutter that just never cut. Tie game, but the Orioles looking to bust it open. Second and third, and a hitter's count to Mountcastle. 2-1. Crochet at the belt. Here it is. And a fastball called a ball. Maybe just in. And it's 3-1. Jordan Hicks will begin to throw for the Red Sox in their bullpen. There's a possibility no matter what, this is going to be Crochet's last inning. Thrown 87 pitches. He's ready. Here it is. And a line hopper to short, caught in the air. It's going to be a double play.
Come on.
Story infield in, dove to his left, flips it to third, and the inning is over. Great stuff. And we'll see with Crochet. He's trying to get away from Alex Cora. We're through 5.
Great moments in baseball have been broadcast on the radio since 1921.
Smith corks one into right down the line. It may go. Go crazy, folks. Go crazy. It's a home run, and the Cardinals have won the game by the score of 3-2 on a home run by the Wizard. Go crazy.
Catch the next unforgettable call on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Every game night is a chance to go big with MLB Big Inning. Turn on baseball's only nightly show that brings you the biggest plays of the night, live and commercial-free.
Strikes him out.
No one stacks more clutch plays into one live show with up to 4 games on a single screen.
Out of here! He is on fire. It's a walk-off win.
Change up game night with baseball's biggest game changer, MLB Big Inning, presented by Best Western. Every night, all season long on MLB.tv.
Let's see if we can figure out the following baseball slang term. Today's phrase is Oppo Taco. Do you know what it means? Oppo Taco, a home run hit to the opposite field.
Austin Hayes with an oppo taco. His 13th, and it's a one-run game.
Expand your vocabulary by listening to every game on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Take a hack at guessing which baseball player or manager said the following.
I really don't know what to say. I'm just so happy I gave something these people cheer. We all did. I mean, it was a great game. Both teams played incredible. It was a great game.
That's Mike Piazza after he hit an eighth-inning go-ahead home run in the first New York Mets home game after 9/11. Hear moments like this and more on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Cade Povich is done, so we go from Cade with a C to Cade with a K. Povich to Stroud and Romy Gonzalez to lead it off. What a job by Crochet and the defense. I mean, what a play by Story. Inning-ending double play.
That two-run double written all over it. That was smoked and getting to the wall in left center. You'd be looking at a 4-2 ball game. Heck of a play.
Here's Romy, who has grounded out and flied out. Pitch up and in. Herb Chambers batting order brought to you by Herb Chambers Mini of Boston. 7 hits, 2 runs for Povich. Pitched pretty well. 5 punch outs, and he did give up the solo blasts to Story and Ref Snyder, who's on deck. 1-0. Chopper up the middle. Henderson's been busy and good in this series. He gloves, throws to first, and Romy is gone.
Today's Red Sox code word of the game is ACE, A-C-E. Make sure to enter your code word in the member portal today to claim your points.
Well, they're going to let Crochet go back out there. Hicks was up. He sits down. And here's Ref Snyder, who gave the Red Sox the lead his last time in the fourth. And he's 2 for 2 in his return off the IL. Amazing. Play there by Story. Ref Snyder, the DH today. That's with 1 out in the 6th. Pitch. Rob takes high. You know, it was Hicks, and he's still standing up in the bullpen. There are other people, though, now who are kind of limbering up out in the bullpen. The Red Sox, if they take a lead or get into the 7th with Crochet, they might go somewhere else other than Hicks. 1-0. Pitch is low. And Alex told us before the game they want to try to find him a pocket of righties, Hicks that is, and Rivera the righty, Cowser the lefty, and Mayo the righty are due up in the 6th. So if they wanted to take Crochet out, that would be a good spot for him. But he's not throwing, so I don't think so. 2-0 to Rob. He skies one into shallow center field. Cowser is shielding himself from the sun, and he has it pop out of his glove and catches it with the bare hand.
I mean, that ball was right in the sun. He was blocking it with his glove all the way until the ball got to his glove. It clanked off of his palm, and before it hit the ground, he grabbed it with his bare hand to secure the out.
That's 1 in a million right there. How about those reflexes?
Let's call that luck.
Here's Nate Eaton. I've seen you throw your phone up in the air and catch it. Nothing lucky about that. 2 down, bases empty. 2-2 the score, the pitch. Eaton takes one right
in
there.
The sun.
Yeah, right up into this blue sky. Ah! Eaton has popped out and struck out. You would have wanted Crochet to have more time in the dugout here. It's probably why Nate took there. The 0-1 is line foul down the right field side. I mean, this has been a real labor for Garrett Crochet. Every inning has been hard. Only one time has he faced 3 hitters.
Well, believe it or not, and it is hard to believe at times, he is human. And he does have some tough outings here and there.
Again, it's hard to blame him for a letdown after the one at Yankee Stadium, 0-2. Dayton lines one to first. That's caught by Mayo. The inning is very quickly over. Well, get him some electrolytes. Get him back to the mound.
Let's see if
The pain I felt is paid for, all is said and done. Oh, I am restricted, fixed upon the web. I need to kick the habit that my mind is breathing in.
On the mound, you'll see Emmanuel Rivera, right-handed hitter, and a fastball misses inside. Still got some in the tank, 95 miles an hour, 1-0. You know that he wants to run through the tape here.
Of course. Always.
And he so often does. The 1-0. Chopper foul outside at third.
Well, the best way to do that without getting the pitch count too high, you got to fill it up early in counts. Let these guys swing. Use your stuff. Let them get themselves out.
Colton Cowser is on deck after that acrobatic reflex catch. Who's on deck? Brought to you by TimberTech Decking and Railing. Everything wood should be. 1-1 is a strike. That's perfect. Is that a cutter at the bottom of the zone? And it's 1-2.
A little backdoor cutter.
Sure. Red Sox and Orioles tied at 2, looking for a 4-game sweep and a 7-1 road trip. 1-2, the pitch. Swing and a miss. He got him. Great sweeper. And Rivera is gone. Crochet's 6th punch out and a great start to the 6th.
Shaw's and Star Market have lowered hundreds of prices on the items you buy the most, like boneless chicken breast, 2-liter Coca-Colas, avocados, snacks, and much more. Find your new lower price tags aisle after aisle. Full details at shaws.com/lower prices and starmarket.com/lower prices.
I like Colton Cowser's walk-up music. I like it even better if he fans. One down, the pitch is swung on and missed. He's got a little extra something.
What was it? I was giving Shaws some love.
I wish I knew what it was. It puts a little pep in my step.
All right. Good to know.
0-1. That is just dotted. I mean, it's amazing. He does this so often.
He's like,
Crochet.
oh, you want to take me out? Watch this.
I love it. He walked to the far side of the dugout and said, get away from me, Alex.
Look at me.
0-2. That is strike 3 called. Sweeper, a little oink. And they're 2 down.
What did we say right before this inning? You know what? He kind of struggled to get to this point in this game, but you know he's going to finish with an exclamation point.
He tends to always do it. I like this one, too.
You're a country guy. You like country. I do too.
It fits with baseball.
Yeah.
I got to see Luke Combs in concert. 2 down, bases empty. A fastball misses inside for ball 1.
That your guy, Luke Combs?
Yeah, he's my number 1 right now. I've gotten into Cody Johnson more lately, too.
Oh, yeah, Kojo? You like the ones that pull at the heartstrings.
I do.
You're a crier.
Yeah, well, being a dad does that to you. The 1-0 pitch. Swing and a miss. Big fastball. I mean, Luke Combs' latest album is literally about being a dad yourself and relating it to your own father, the man he sees in me.
I like that stuff. There's time for it. I also like all the Wallen stuff.
Me
it's
too.
Fun. Just anytime music.
Sand in my boots. 1-1. Here's the pitch. High fly into shallow right field. Sadon back. In comes Roman. Anthony is there to make the play, and the inning is over. Crochet does finish strong.
It's a great night for baseball.
This
Herb Chambers batting order brought to you by Herb Chambers Pre-Owned Cars and Trucks. Crochet is done. Looks like Hicks is going to have the 7th no matter what. Here's Carlos. Swing and a miss. Big fastball. Cutter. And it's 0-1. 6 innings, 2 runs against Garrett. 6 hits and 7 strikeouts. Didn't walk any, did hit 2 batters. 0-1 to Narvaez, who's 0 for 2. Pitch. Swinging a high pop foul. Now to play on the first base side. 7th inning, brought to you by Jeffrey Glassman Injury Attorneys. Boston's go-to injury lawyers. For over 30 years, hurt in a car or work accident, you gotta get Glassman.
Well, Hicks hasn't pitched since Saturday in New York, so it's been a while.
Yeah, again, they've leaned on those lefties so much. 0-2, swing and a miss. That was awkward from Narvaez. Fooled badly by his sweeper. So Stroud makes quick work of him. 1 down for Cedon.
No, Cedon has shown this entire series that he's taking first pitches. I wonder if this is a good time to try to ambush something.
I like where you're going with that.
In this type game late, I like it.
Stroud is ready at the belt. He throws. Cedon swings and fouls it off inside. You were on it. That one did tail in just enough off the plate. That's really good setup from Cedon.
Sure was. And that was, that swing had awful intentions. He was trying to bruise someone in the stands in left field.
And he's had the knack. Of course, the problem is for him, it's not yet the 9th inning. He saves them for then. Copyrighted broadcast presented by Authority of the Red Sox may not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form. 0-1 to Rafaela. Tie game, 1 down in the 7th. Here's the pitch, and it's way outside. You knew he wouldn't see heat after that swing.
No. He might not see heat again this at bat. Because even though that was off the plate, he was dead on it, just under.
1-1.
Stroud likes his cutter a lot.
Outfield deep for Cedon. Here's the 1-1. And it's right there, man alive. He would like that one back. 97, hard of the plate, 1-2.
Cedon was thinking with us, thinking after that first swing, no shot he throws me a heater over the plate.
There it was. Hitting can drive you crazy. 1-2. Long set for Stroud. Pitch is called a strike. Really a perfect cutter on the bottom of the zone. Fastball, actually, and Cedon is gone. 2 down.
Yeah, that's just absolute paint job. Good pitch.
Well, all right, so now here's Garcia, who saw all fastballs last time, got his first hit. This would be a good time for his first ever Major League home run.
Oh, yes, sir.
2 down, bases empty. Tie game in the 7th. Stroud is ready. He throws. Garcia takes a breaking ball outside for ball 1. You know, you don't see this from many relievers anymore. But the base is empty. This dude takes the pitch clock all the way down. Kind of freezes hitters a little, I think. See what Garcia has in store right here. 1-0. Here's the pitch, and it is right there. Man, would you like him to sit on that one right there? I mean, that is a fastball dead red.
That's where we have come. We've come a long ways in baseball where we're like, man, 97 right there.
That's true.
Like, what?
1-1. Pitch. Swinging a liner foul on the first base side. You're right. That's not easy to turn around, but these hitters
in today's game
see it more and more.
They hit it like it's nothing just because it's become the new normal.
What do you think that normal was for you in your playing days?
94, 95. You know, a lot of guys threw hard, but now it's 97.
1-2 to Garcia. 2 down, bases empty. Pitch is lined to second, but caught by Holiday. Good swing by Stinson, but that is that. And it's stretch time.
Every game night is a chance to go big with
today.
I know. I was hoping to somehow get to see him and turn the ball over to him with the lead late, but
I think they'd like to have Whitlock pitch the ninth inning.
Feels like that, yeah.
This is the bottom of the seventh. Hicks facing Carlson, and a fastball up and away, ball one. You just need strikes here.
What about Slayton?
I think that's a real possibility, too. He might have the eighth and then Whitlock the ninth.
Totally.
I mean, you do have Bernardino available in a lefty pocket, too. 1-0. Bregman in at third, the pitch. That is a ball. You cannot have this. I mean, I know it's only 2 pitches, but Hicks, the track record, you need strikes.
Here's the thing, man. Like, this is the big leagues, right? This is not an experiment. At some point.
Carlos to the mound. Good time for that. Yeah, I mean, these games matter so much, Will.
Yes.
And they keep. It's almost like they wish upon him to pitch well in these high leverage spots. It has not often happened for him. And again, 7 games into an 8-game road trip, lefty heavy lineups who've used Matz and Wilson and Chapman and all these guys. So you need to go to other people, but Hicks needs to hunker down right here. Carlson 0 for 2 against Crochet. 2 balls, no strikes, the pitch. That's a good one. Fastball in the outside corner, and it is 2-1. There's some discussion down the hall that maybe there was some intent behind Crochet hitting Jackson. I don't see that at all. The 2-1 pitch.
0-2?
No, misses outside, and it's 3-1.
Who?
Yeah, she'll remain unnamed. But I also just think
you're trying to punch his ticket.
Especially since he was a little bit erratic. 3-1 is fouled back. Carlson was trying to put the Orioles ahead.
Yeah, if you're trying to drill someone, you do it first pitch. You don't get them 0-2 and then smoke them. I mean, come on.
And by the way, it was a tie game, and he was the leadoff guy. He's not trying to hit anybody. 3-2 to Carlson. Big pitch here for Hicks. It comes home, and it is ball 4. Just too much of that, and the go-ahead run is aboard to begin the 7th inning.
That's the thing. The worst you can do as a hitter when you're facing Hicks is go up there and hack. Right? You almost have to take 2 strikes. And what's tough here is, yes, he came over in the trade of Devers. In the next 2 seasons, he's owed $12.5 million.
Alex Jackson takes way outside. It's just not good enough. I'm sorry. I mean, these are huge games, and he's on the roster for a reason, and they're thin in the bullpen because of the last couple days, but you have to do better than this. It is 1-0. Hicks at the belt. He throws, and he gets one in there. Fastball, 97. The stuff is tantalizing.
Sure.
But none of that matters if you can't get it in the zone and if you give up loud contact.
I don't care how hard and how much movement you have on ball 4. Doesn't matter to me.
1-1. Leadoff man aboard, tie game. Hicks throws. Slider not even close. And it's 2-1. And that's the thing for these big league hitters. These are not hard takes at all.
Look, I know you've taken 3 so far this series. Don't let off the gas. Don't just let him ride this out because he hasn't thrown.
2-1 is a strike on the outside corner. They don't have anybody right now throwing. It's his inning.
It's a tie game. Don't just give this away.
I think the Red Sox feel like they need Hicks to find it in these spots. They need his arm to get through big spots. 2-2. He sets. He throws, and a fastball grounded up the middle. Going to be a double play. Cedon steps on the bag, throws to first, in time too. That was awesome from Cedon. The ball brought him to the bag, and he was able to keep his foot on the keystone.
And this is even more to the point of Hicks just needs to be in the zone. He's not going to get crushed because of that stuff that we spoke of. The late movement on his sinker, if he can just throw strikes, it can be down the middle of the plate, and you're going to get a lot of ground balls just like that.
How about the defense in the middle infield
Phenomenal.
today? All right, here's Jackson Holiday. He takes strike 1. Maybe that'll settle Hicks in a little bit 0-1.
Yeah, because I guarantee in his mind he was thinking, here we go again. Here we go again, and that got him quick 2 outs after not having great command.
0-1 to Jackson Holiday. The pitch. Swinging a shot into right field. Down. It's going to be extra bases. That was a hanging splitter, and Holiday rips it into the corner. Anthony digs it out, throw to second, not in time. I mean, that is about the worst pitch you can throw, a splitter that does nothing. And Holiday crushes it, so the go-ahead run in scoring position with 2 down for a guy who's looked great today, Jeremiah Jackson.
Actually, good action on that split. It started down the middle, worked towards the bottom of the zone, and just hoping he would have Jackson sitting on the fastball and so get him out front. But that was just a good swing by Holiday.
So go ahead, run aboard with 2 down. Here's Jackson. Right-handed hitter. Hicks throws. Fastball popped up behind first base, foul, and it'll get into the seats for strike number 1. Stay tuned after the game for the Nissan post-game show. Don't let summer slip away. Hurry into the Nissan end of summer sales event. Get your new ride.
How about these numbers? I'm looking at a tweet from Steve Peralt. Aroldis Chapman given up 1 earned run since May 28th. May 28th was 91 days ago.
I wonder if he was wearing the ice cream hat when he penned out that tweet. 0-1 to Jackson. Pitch is a ground ball on the right side. It is fielded by Sadon. He throws to first.
Attaboy.
And the inning is over. A little roller coaster ride.
But he got through it.
He did. Nice.
Take a hack at guessing which baseball
The pain I felt is paid for, all is said and done. Oh, I am restricted, fixed upon the web. I need to kick the habit that my mind is breathing in. Break out, I've got to see. Spent all my life holding all of it closely. I've made it innocent, a feeling discontent. I'm finally seeing it all. Burning the bridge that keeps us. I'm here and I'm feeling fearless. Exaggerated, that's what you assume. The story's over now, I must conclude. I am conflicted, watching where I step, still hanging in the balance. Not the life I want to live, I want to take it all.
Hicks wobbled early, but credit given where credit is due. He was really good to escape a jam. And here is Anthony to be Anthony Bregman and Story. 1, 2, 3. Does Roman have another dramatic swing in him? Rico Garcia throws, and Anthony takes inside for ball 1. This is the guy who came on at Fenway in the 8th inning with the bases loaded and nobody out. And he struck out the big hitters for the Red Sox.
He was absolutely filthy.
And it's not been a good year for him. 1-0 to Roman. He takes outside 2-0.
It was pretty much a 2-pitch, right? Good fastball, upper 90s, and then a changeup that was nobody touched.
He's been aggressive too. I wonder here. I mean, any way aboard is a good thing for Anthony here. 2-0. The pitch is low, and it's 3-0. What now? I mean, turn and burn, or
What
just
now?
keyhole?
Verde is the color of his light.
3-0 to the leadoff hitter Roman. Garcia at the belt. He throws, and Roman takes a strike. That's not the one he wanted. Outside corner, and it's 3-1. And it is Garrett Whitlock now up in the bullpen. That's interesting. Maybe Slayton in the 9th. Wouldn't that be something? 3-1 to Anthony. And the pitch is swung on and missed. Man, he was trying to go out on the Utah Street there. And it is 3-2. Leadoff chance for Anthony. The tie game in the top of the 8th. 3-2 pitch is inside and low, and Roman draws a leadoff walk. He has done that so many times. The results of our poll from the New England Chevy dealers. Question today at Sox booth. We asked you who was the most surprising among Story, Chapman, and Bayo and others. Get you the results here in just a moment. 39.5% say Aroldis Chapman. Here's Bregman with Roman at first. Pitch from Garcia is high with a fastball 1-0.
Just another ho-hum 3 times on base for Roman Anthony.
Ridiculous.
Today.
I mean, he's ridiculous. 1-0. Roman leads at first. Double play depth behind this right-handed arm. Bregman looking to do damage right here. 1-0 is swung on and line to third. Caught with a leap by Rivera. Man, he's been snake-bitten today. That ball was ticketed for the corner, and great defense at the hot corner, 1 down.
Bregman has smoked 3 balls today. 6-4-3 double play in the first. That was 100 plus off the bat. The line out to right, his second at bat, and then that one there smoked as well. Nothing to show for it.
Stay tuned after the game for the Nissan post-game show. Don't let summer slip away. Hurry into the Nissan end of summer sales event to get your new ride. Here's Story. 1 on, 1 out. Roman might think about it here. Pitch is a hanger, but taken for a strike. Trevor clearly sitting fastball. That curveball was middle for strike 1.
You're just thinking if that ball gets over Rivera and gets down in that corner, and it's 375 feet in that corner down there.
He might score.
He might.
0-1 to Trevor. Homered in the first, and they throw over. Anthony dives back in. Last time out, Trevor just missed one to deep right field, a hard line drive.
He's been showing more backside pop. He had that homer at Yankee Stadium that wasn't a cheapie to right.
You just feel so good about him in these spots, especially late. 0-1 Anthony inching away. Pitch is swung on a miss. Now, that was a nasty curveball in the dirt. Trevor upset. And it's 0-2. Get a closer look at Chevy's award-winning lineup at your New England Chevy dealers. Exciting offers, too, on the powerful Silverado and feature-packed all-new Equinox. No balls, 2 strikes. Lead-off walk for Anthony, and then a sharp line out for Alex Bregman. Story finds himself 0-2. He was one of the 3 that struck out with the bases loaded against this pitcher. A little bit more than a week ago at Fenway. 0-2. Pitch is grounded on the right side, and it is a fair ball handled over there by Mayo. The home plate umpire, Nick Marley, says it was inside the line, so a little cup shot for Story. It does move Anthony to second with 2 down for Romy Gonzalez. We first take 10 seconds for station ID from the Shaws and Star Market WEEI Red Sox Radio Network.
From the WEEI.
Will Middlebrooks tie game, top 8. 2 down, Roman Anthony at second, and Romy Gonzalez at the plate. And Romy takes a ball low and outside. He checks his swing on a slider, and it's 1-0. These kinds of spots with everything on the line, Romy so often thinks right center field. They're shaded that way in the outfield. 1-0. Pitch is swung on a miss. He's got a great slider working right now, does Rico Garcia, and it's 1-1. Almost like curveball-ish there. Romy today is 0 for 3 with a couple ground balls to short and a fly ball to right. 1-1. Here's the pitch. And that's a strike called. Another good curveball, 1-2.
Yeah, bottom of the zone on that one.
You sit on that pitch again here? Hard to do.
It's hard to do with 2 strikes when he has upper 90s in his back pocket.
Roman Anthony at second with 2 down. Tie game, 1-2. Pitch way outside. He overthrew a slider there, and it's 2-2. Just anything that finds outfield grass likely to put the Sox ahead here. Romy will be off with the crack of the bat. Roman, rather, with Romy at the plate.
It's been 3 sliders and a curveball so far this at bat. It's like that to Story as well.
2-2. Here's the pitch, and it is fouled off. That was a ball, but in a 2-strike count, Romy was totally tied up in on his hands.
Yeah, it was a backup curveball, and you see it. That's the one that pops out of the hand. You think, okay, this is a hanger, but it just spins and backs up and stays in off the plate. Did a good job just to foul it off.
Stays 2-2. Rob Refsnyder would be next. Here's the pitch. Romy takes a ball, a fastball that missed outside, and it's 3-2.
I think that might have fooled Romy, because that was close, and he didn't even flinch at it. I think he's looking off speed, and that was 96 that was by him.
3-2. Deep in the outfield. From the belt, Garcia. He throws, and Romy swings and grounds one into left field. That's a base hit. Anthony comes to third. He will score standing. Romy, my homie, delivers, and it is 3-2 Red Sox.
I don't just hit lefties. Put me in here against a righty with good stuff. That's a big knock right there. Giving the Red Sox the lead in the top of the 8th inning. Worked a really good at bat. Got a hanger right there. Didn't try to do too much. Just took his single to left. 3-2 good guys.
That is such a big at bat. And here now, Refsnyder. Romy, I think, is going to look to run right here. He already got the run in. Here, Refsnyder swings and fouls it off. That was right there, and it's 0-1. What a great at bat from Romy right there. I mean, he fell behind in a 2-strike count and then just battled.
Well, it was just tons of off speed. He would just foul off and then took a really close 96 mile per hour four-seamer just off. Bottom another pitch.
Single and a homer. And his return, 0-1. The pitch is fouled off. That one bore in on the hands at 95 miles an hour. So interesting that Garrett Whitlock is up in the pen. I thought he would have had the 8th. To me, I'm not yet willing to rule out the possibility that Chapman might come out. I don't know. He worked so hard last night.
I don't think we see him today.
0-2 to Ref is outside. Once again, undeterred by a 2-strike count. Well, that would mean it'd be Slayton in the 9th inning.
Yeah, I feel like it's got to be Slayton. Definitely.
1-2. Romy has a lead at first. 2 down. Not going anywhere over there. The pitch is outside. Here we go again. That's pretty easy taking a slider, and it's 2-2. Again, it is unbelievable how often Roman Anthony sparks go-ahead late rallies with walks. He does it again here in the 8th. 2-2 to Refsnyder. The pitch is swung on and missed. He challenged him with velocity, and Refsnyder is gone. However, Red Sox get the big run. They lead 3-2. Bottom 8 with.
Take a hack at guessing which baseball player or manager.
The pain I felt is paid for, all is said and done. Oh.
Gunner is 0 for 2. He's hit by a pitch and struck out. Here's Whitlock, who's been awesome. A pop-up right behind second base. On the first pitch, Trevor flips his shades down. He's there to make the play. One away.
I love the old school flip down shades. Most guys, though, they're right under the bill of the cap, and most guys would slap the bill of their cap and it knocks them down.
Awesome.
Trevor very eloquently goes up and just pulls them down with his index finger and thumb.
Everything he does is smooth. That's pretty good. One pitch, one out.
That was a big out.
Here's Ryan Mountcastle. 3-2 Sox in the bottom of the 8th pitch. Why not? Perfect dotted fastball. Bottom of the zone, and it's 0-1. Catch-up's going to be hard if the Red Sox hold on. There are two major prime candidates right now.
There are. I have my answer.
0-1 is a drive deep to right field. Look out. Roman Anthony back at the wall. Backpedaling. He's there to make the play. Reaching up right in front of that padded wall.
Speaking of catch-up.
And they're 2 down.
That's called a tease.
Yeah, I mean, look, it's hard not to look at TS10 given what he's done. A couple of homers, one today that set the tone. Great diving play on the infield.
Yeah. Oh, it's a tough one.
It's very hard. I mean, I think it is a coin flip because, I mean, maybe the walk in the 8th inning today that puts him ahead, hopefully for good, tips the scales as Emmanuel Rivera takes a fastball right there for strike one. But we'll leave it for after the show.
It's 7 for 15 in the series, Roman also.
Not bad.
Decent for a kid.
0-1. Whitlock throws, and a liner to first over the head of Romy and into the corner. Anthony to his left. He's there to make the play.
Great job right
and
there.
Hold him to a single.
Yeah, that's big to keep him at first base in this close of a game. Outfield was playing a little deeper, but Roman got to the line there in the corner quickly, fielded it cleanly, and got it in.
Now, so the tying run is aboard. I mean, Rivera does not run that well. The Orioles will not pinch run for him in this spot. That surprises me a little bit.
Maybe see Vasquez for him.
Here's Cowser, swing and a miss, because if he hit one into the gap, I don't know that it's a guarantee Rivera would score.
With you. Fine with me.
2 down, bottom 8. Whitlock has just been exceptional. He throws, and it's low. I mean, Roman Anthony, he's not just a great young player anymore. It's not just amazing how he's burst onto the scene. He's one of the 9 or 10 best players in the whole sport right now.
Yeah.
He is. It's been long enough. The 1-1 is swung on and missed. That's the Bugs Bunny change.
Gross.
And it's 1-2. Parachute on the back of that thing.
You can hear the wind of the swing right there, just from like swinging over top of that baseball.
2 down, bottom 8. Sox lead 3-2, looking for a 4-game sweep. The 1-2 fastball. Up and away. Garrett not happy with himself right there. You know, Jason Varitek gave him a tip, moved to the first base side of the rubber. It's helped so many things. But Garrett also took ownership of everything he's doing on the mound. He said, I want to throw more fastballs. 2-2 is just outside. That was a changeup. And so the count runs full. He's done that, and it's been awesome. Three balls and 2 strikes. Runner will be off here, Rivera. The pitch is outside. He walked him. That will not make Whitlock happy. He was ahead 1-2 and loses him. And now, tying run in scoring position, and the Orioles will pinch hit for Mayo with Dylan Beavers.
Well, big spot right here. Andrew Bailey's going to come out. Let's go over the scouting report here and give Whitlock a little breather after those last 2, but Beaver's been swinging a good bat. A fresh in from Cali with big savings at Shaw's and Star Market. California peaches, plums, and nectarines are just $1.97 a pound when you use a digital coupon. Limit 8 pounds. Short on time, order curbside pickup or get delivery. Shaw's and Star Market, the official supermarket of the Red Sox radio.
In these last couple series, looked really good at the plate.
Well, you never want to leave it to Beaver.
Oh, my God. The Orioles do here.
Every time I have a joke, you go, oh, my God.
Well, see, the thing is, off air, your jokes are unbelievable. They're just not suitable for this family program.
So I'm doing my best, okay?
Yeah. 2 on, 2 out, 1 run. Red Sox lead. The pitch is a little bit outside with a fastball, 1-0.
All right, let's lock it in.
Whitlock is just not going to be happy with that walk of Cowser. But so it is. 2 on, 2 out, 1-0. That's way outside. All of a sudden, he's lost it as Whitlock. I mean, those are not close. That was a slider that just was way off the plate. And now, danger zone, 2-0 to Beavers. Popped out of Narvaez's glove, but not that far. Runners stay put. Crochet made huge pitches in these spots. Can Whitlock summon one here? 2-0. The pitch is right there. Fastball. Top of the zone. Outside corner. 2-1. Again, I cannot believe. Did they finally pinch run for Rivera? I believe they did. Now that he's in scoring position. 2-1. The pitch is a swing and a miss. Foul into the glove. Yeah, and it is 2-2. Johnson is in.
Yeah, it was during the mound visit. That's why we didn't see it.
Daniel Johnson, very fast runner.
Yeah, we saw him actually taking batting practice yesterday. He was launching.
Here's the tying run at second. 2-2, 2 down in the 8th. The pitch. Swing and a foul. Man, sinking fastball 98 inside. And it's 2-2. Can Whitlock rediscover that changeup here? I think he'd get Beavers if he could.
Because he's seen a lot of heaters. That's 3 in a row. I'd like to see one here, though.
2 balls, 2 strikes, and 2 down. Whitlock throws. Fastball. In fact, fouled straight back. He went back to heat. And Beavers starting to catch up to that.
Yeah, but sometimes that's what you're feeling. And you don't want to get into a full count with Cowser at first base being the go-ahead run. He'll be on the move. Ball in the gap scores him, too.
Yep.
I'm going to try to get this done in 2-2.
2-2 is line foul. He went to the changeup. That didn't have the normal bite. Good pitch, though, on the outside corner. And it stays 2-2.
But at least enough to get him off of the fastball, hopefully.
And pretty impressive for Beavers to lean down and stay alive. I think the Orioles overall have had some high-quality at-bats today. 1-run lead, bottom 8. 2 on, 2 out. Whitlock is ready. Checks the runner. He throws, and a fastball fouled back. 97, top of the zone.
See what? The Orioles have had some young players, and Jeremiah Jackson and now Dylan Beavers that really have some great at-bats against some nasty stuff today.
2-2. Whitlock trying to find the right one. Here's the pitch, and it is swung on and missed. He got him. Fastball, bottom of the zone. Whitlock does the job. We go to the 9th inning.
Let's
Man, would you love insurance? Nobody's throwing in the Red Sox bullpen right now. I mean, I guess it's possible they would ask Whitlock to go 2 innings. Bernie was up. I mean, Whitlock has been so effective as a 1-inning reliever. We'll see what they go with. And here's Eaton. Pitch is inside, fastball.
So Dupin's last outing with Houston was August 22nd, and it was here.
Yeah.
Against Baltimore.
Beaver stays in the game. He's in right field. Jackson moves from right to third. The pitch to Eaton is a chopper toward third. The ball finds you. Jackson throws wide. And did they stay on the bag over there at first base? Indeed. And Nate Eaton having a tough time at the plate today. He is gone for out number 1. So Luis Vasquez is now the first baseman. He did a good job there to keep his foot on the bag. So Jackson at third, Beavers in right, and Vasquez first. Here is Carlos Narvaez, 1 out pitch. Way up and in, breaking ball for ball 1.
Yeah, Dubin's got a 4-seamer, sweeper, curveball, changeup, sinker, cutter, you name it. He's got it. Pretty good 4-seamer on him, though.
Well, now a different left-hander's warming. It's either Matz or Wilson up in the bullpen for the Red Sox, as now Narvaez takes a breaking ball outside for ball 2. At least I think it is. It might be Bernie. No, because the pants are down to the shoes.
That looks like Wilson to me.
2-0. Carlos swings and misses. It's Steven Matz up close in the pen. It's so far away. And it's up against an LED video board.
Matz has been good. He had the 1 bad outing, and other than that, he's been nails.
Well, the Orioles have Carlson, you said it. You want him to bat right. And then Jackson, the righty, and Holiday, the lefty. We'd love to get a little padding on the lead. 1 down, top 9, the 2-1. Curveball in there for a strike. Yeah, at the top of the zone, 2-2. Well, in a little bit more than a week from now, the Orioles are going to celebrate the 30th anniversary from one of the more memorable moments in this generation of Major League Baseball. 2-2. Narvaez, soft ground ball on the left side. Third baseman Jackson plays it, throws to first, wide, and a tag applied by Vasquez over there. Not all that clean, but it does the job. And they're 2 down. September the 6th, 1995, Cal Ripken did the unthinkable, and he broke Lou Gehrig's record of consecutive games played, 2,131. And coming out of the strike, that was one of those things that really rejuvenated baseball in the country.
I have a baseball from that game.
Yeah.
Cal was my favorite player.
I happened to be here that day. Here's Cedon Rafaela. The pitch is a fastball a little bit low for ball 1.
The ball has the logo on it from him breaking it.
Yep.
And I have to get it signed by Cal.
You definitely can. He's here most days. 1-0 to Cedon. 2 down in the 9th. Here's the pitch. Swinging a cue shot off the end of the bat towards second. Holiday's got it. He throws to first in time. The Red Sox go very quietly in the 9th. On we go. Steven Matz is going to have the 9th.
Let's see if we can figure out the following baseball.
The pain I felt is paid for, all is said and done. Oh, I am restricted, fixed upon the web. I need to kick the habit that my mind is breathing in. Wait, God, I've got to see.
Dylan Carlson, then Alex Jackson, and then Jackson Holiday. Matz has been phenomenal for the Red Sox. In fact, I think he would say he made a good pitch that left the building against the Miami Marlins. Pitch here is a beauty on the outside corner, strike one. 3 runs, 8 hits, no errors, 5 left for the Red Sox. 2 runs, 8 hits, no errors, 8 left for the O's. 0-1 from Matz. The pitch, swing and a foul. It is 0-2. That's brought to you by the Mass State Lottery. Make it the best night ever. Grab your friends, pick your numbers, and celebrate the night with Keno and the Mass State Lottery. You got to be 18 years or older to play.
Yeah, Matt's a 3-pitch guy, sinker, curveball, changeup, but 60% of the time he's throwing the heater.
Here's a pitch that's in the dirt, changeup, and it's 1-2. Always the case in these one-run games. The leadoff guy, the most important. If the Red Sox can win this one, they would make history for the first time in franchise history. 1-2, a little bit outside. This would be the only time in the long and storied history of the Red Sox that on a road trip of fewer than 9 games, they win 7 times. 2-2 is grounded hard inside the bag at third, and that's an extra base hit. Garcia's over to his right. The Karam almost gets past him. He lunges out to glove it, but it's a leadoff double for Dylan Carlson. That 2-strike pitch got way too much of the zone.
Yeah, just felt you could see Matt's in the reaction. He was not happy with that 2-2 sinker. Ended up middle in. He was trying to go away with it, got middle in, and turned into a really hittable pitch. Just hit right over.
Alex Jackson, and now more action in the pen. Jackson shows bunt, takes it back as a pitch misses in. I think that's Weissert throwing. So there is no Chapman today. Romy and Bregman guarding against the bunt. They crash in from first and third.
Yeah, you just can't throw them every night as much as you want to.
1-0. Matz throws, and a fastball grounded to short. They got a chance at third. Throw is there. Tag, he's out.
Awful base running.
That is unforgivable there for Carlson. The Red Sox will take it in an enormous first out.
Yeah, now, as it was awful base running, it was also a phenomenal play by Trevor Story. The base runner, Carlson, shielded him from the ball initially. He still makes the catch, but then has to throw the ball over the base runner to Bregman, and then Bregman applies the tag at a closer play than you'd think it would be. But that's a huge out and an awful mistake.
Yes, it is. Here's Jackson Holiday, now a runner at first base with one down. The pitch fouled off on the third base side. You know, it is a great play by Story, but I think equally good from Bregman because he had to lunge wide of the bag and then get back with the tag.
Bregman did a good job of putting his body on the outfield side of the bag to give Trevor a lane to throw the ball.
The subtleties. 0-1 is popped into center field. Coming on is Eaton. He's there to make the play, and they're 2 down. I mean, how many big defensive plays in one game can Story make?
Tell me about it. I mean, the line drive earlier from Mountcastle, that saved 2 runs.
Well, you're not out of the woods yet because this guy right here, Jeremiah Jackson, he's 2 for 4 today, and he has looked great at the plate.
Especially against the lefty Crochet.
So here we go. He is the winning run for the Orioles. Tying run at first with 2 down. The pitch is low. Changeup, and it's 1-0. Sox went ahead in the 8th inning. Roman Anthony walked and scored the big run as Jackson takes a fastball inside, and it is now 2-0.
Well, it's nice when you're a batter in Jackson and you have Gunnar Henderson hitting behind you. You know you're going to get stuff to hit.
Big pitch here, 2-0. High fly into center field. This should do it. Eaton is back in front of the warning track. He is there. He makes the catch, and the Red Sox win it. 3-2 today. They sweep the Orioles in this 4-game series. They win 7 of 8 in New York and Baltimore. One of the great road trips in Red Sox history.
Well, literally the best. It's never happened. That's history. And anytime you hear history, things have never happened with a ball club that's been around as long as the Boston Red Sox. Tells you how rare and amazing it was. And they found ways to win multiple games in these last 2 series that over the last few years they found ways to lose. It's a fun team to watch right now.
That was awesome. Now back to Fenway for the Pirates and Guardians, and firmly in the playoff picture. Red Sox 3, Orioles 2. Quick break and back with the Nissan postgame show on the Shaw's and Star Market.